I'm at the Rabbi relay, and here on a bike is Vivian Weinman, who's president of the Board of Deputies of British Jews, which is organising the relay. Can you tell me what this is about?
Well, it's about promoting, obviously, the year of the bike, but also promoting understanding of the environment and the importance of the environment and the problems of climate change.
And why bicycles?
Well, bicycles are fun. I think that's the most important thing. But they're also environmentally friendly, and they're good. They're healthy, so they're great things.
So tell me what's going to be happening on the relay.
Well, some rabbis and communal leaders, including myself, are going to cycle from Land's End to John O'Groats.
And how long is that going to take?
It's going to take a couple of weeks. We're not going to do it in one fell swoop. And it's a relay, so each rabbi and communal leader will get given a sort of distance to do for a day, usually about 50 or 60 miles.
And which stretch are you doing?
I don't know. I've asked for somewhere really flat, like East Anglia, but I think I'm going to get somewhere in the Highlands, which could be difficult.
You do cycle regularly, don't you?
I cycle almost every day, and I've been involved with a charity for disabled children, and I've cycled for them in 5 continents, which I always like to take.
As you know, the Times has had a Cycle Safe campaign running after one of our journalists, Mary Bowers, was very badly injured in a cycling accident. Do you support that campaign?
Well, of course. I lost one of my closest friends when he was 14. This is back almost 40 years ago. More than that. And it's something that stayed with me ever since. And cyclists are very vulnerable. When I was at university, I was knocked down off my bike, and it's something that cars have to bear in mind an awful lot.
How did your friend get killed?
He was knocked off his bike, and he hit the back of his head. And he actually walked away from the accident, but subsequently developed a hemorrhage. So had he been wearing a helmet, he would have been okay. And had it happened today, they probably could have saved him.
And what would your message then be to other road users about cyclists?
Well, one has to be terribly careful. I know this myself, because it's very easy to miss a cyclist. And there are lots of junctions which I've been at, which I'm in a car, when I drive a car, and I can see the cyclists, and it's often easy to miss them. And when you're on a bike, cycling through central London, one feels very vulnerable, and one is.
Thank you very much, and good luck with your relay.
I'll actually see if I can actually ride this.
Now I'm here with John Benjamin, Chief Executive of the Board of Deputies, and Rabbi Levy. Which is your synagogue, Rabbi?
Shenley United Synagogue.
And can you tell me, are you taking part in the Rabbi relay?
I'll be taking the last few laps up through Scotland.
And how many miles will that be?
I haven't really checked. I hope not too many. I think about 80 a day.
Are you a keen cyclist, are you?
We'll find out after the ride. It's not the number of miles, it's how up and down it is, I think, from my experience.
So why are you doing this? The both of you? Because are you taking part as well, John?
I'm not actually. I am a cyclist, but I'm not that I know of. But it's still a few months. I guess I might still get roped into it.
But you're organising?
Well, no. There's a whole group of different organisations that have come together to organise this, and it's I think the second in a succession of years on which the Jewish environmental groups are focusing on different aspects.
And this is the year of the bike,
This is the year of the bike. We had the year of the bagel last year, which was about, I think, food production and the environment. I'm not sure what's next after this, but...
And why the bike?
The bike? What's more environmental than the bike? It's
simple, it's transport, sustainable, it's fun.
Now, as you'll know, we've got a Cycle Safe campaign going at the moment. What are your views about the current safety of cyclists on our roads?
I think the number of cyclists in London, there have been figures published recently, has gone up exponentially, and clearly the more people who are cycling, the more chance there is of people having accidents. I commute from the suburbs into the centre of town most days, and when you're cycling through traffic and the traffic stationary is fine, but people just don't take care, and I think cyclists have to be aware and responsible, but so do motorists.
And Rabbi, is that the same for you?
Well, I love the fact as a cyclist and a keen cyclist in and out of the city, these lanes just made for cyclists. They're perfect. If they can only extend them into northwest London where the Jews are, it'd be a lot more. We keep coming all the way in and out. So hopefully it's a good start. Just keep going with those lanes a little further.
Now I know bicycles aren't mentioned in the Bible, are they?
But had them then.
Is there any kind of halakha about bicycles?
Is there halakha about? There is a day, which I'm going to speak about later on, which is called Yom Ofanaim, which in Hebrew means bike day. And the bike day is what the kids call Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. Why do they call it bike day? They call it bike day because everyone stops. Doesn't matter if you're religious, secular, whoever you are, you stop. And the kids take to the streets, take to the highways and byways, and they love this day. So there's no day in the Bible, but there is a day in modern Israel called Yom Ofanaim, Bike Day. It's a favorite day of the year for me and many kids.